Afternoon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Good.
Anyway, let's get the interview on the road, shall we?
Okay.
All right. How long have you been playing for?
Since I was 16, and my first ever song was by One Direction because I got a little sister and she was 13. So One Direction was big back then. So it's kind of embarrassing, but she was in the front seat. I was like, turn this off. I was like, this is dumb. But mom was up front and she was just like, shut up and everything. So I just got on my drum pad and I just started playing. And then, like a couple months later, got a Pearl. And then I bought this Tamra for almost $3,000 off Musician Friends.
Wow. Okay. That's a great music distributor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great. Sweetwater's too expensive. So I just stick with
Really?
Musician. I think so.
Okay. All right.
And I get discounts off Musician Friends because I'm a member for them. I've probably been a member for at least 5 years. So I get discounts.
Oh, wow. All right. That's cool. You want to tell the rest of the people about that if they're interested in joining and what the benefits of joining that would
All
be?
you gotta do is just do your email, create an account, and that's all about it. Just your email and password. And they'll send you stuff to your email of rewards. And if you buy stuff, you get points, and so many points, you get good stuff or discounts, whatever.
Okay. All right. Yeah, folks. Yeah, check that out. That sounds great. I had no idea about that. That's really great. So if anyone is interested in hearing your awesome compositions, where can they find these said compositions?
Well, I just now applied yesterday. There's only one song on there, and it's just me drumming. SoundCloud and Apple Music, and then you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all the social medias. Nick King.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Awesome. Have you mastered your tracks or?
No, I've posted something on Facebook trying to find a master and all that, just for a reasonable price and all that. But so far, nothing. So I guess I'm just going to do this until
I master
somebody
tracks.
masters it, until it's like I could get like a cheap price.
Right. What are you thinking of as a cheap price?
Master, I was thinking between like, I don't know what a good reasonable price for everybody. I'm thinking 20, $40 just for one song.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's reasonable or not, but I mean,
Well,
I was in an X band called Crossover, so my ex guitarist did the mastering and all that for free. So I was like, thank God we have somebody to master. But since I'm solo, I don't know how to master. I know how to record and everything, but just don't know how to master.
okay. So you were in a band at one point. Tell us about that.
Crossover. I was with them in 2019 to 2021, and we were in magazines, streaming platforms, interviews, all that good stuff. We were about to go on tour, but COVID. So I was that close to tour it, and then COVID had a hit.
Okay. All right. So who came up with the band name there?
My guitarist.
Oh,
He's done this since 2012 or something. So
cool,
he's just making stuff. Huh?
I said it's a cool band name. It's unique.
Yeah, but it starts with a K, not like a regular Crossover, CR, but it's KRO. Yep.
That's good. You want to stand out, you know? It makes you guys stand out. Doing something different is always a good thing. If you do things just like the other person, you're not going to get as much attention and attention from people because
yeah.
you're not going to be standing out.
But I'm thinking about having a band name called like Gun in the Bible or something like that. Like I want a rock band or something, because I was playing a Far Cry game and they said something like that. I was like, that sounds kind of badass.
That does sound awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm thinking about just, if I ever get a band, that would be a good band name for me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So where do you record your tracks at?
At home. I got an interface and a
Okay.
laptop, so all I do is just use GarageBand or BandLab and just record and try to master it on GarageBand. I do automation and all that, but I don't know
Have
if I'm
you
doing that right or wrong.
have you do you have a Mac? You have a Mac, right?
Yes.
Okay. Here's something I recommend, and this is what a lot of producers use. It's called Logic Pro X. Now it's a little more expensive.
Yep.
It's $200 for the program, but you get so many benefits. You get to EQ, you get to add reverbs. That's how I added that awesome reverb that you heard in the final recording of the live open mics. And
Yep.
it sounded so darn amazing is because Logic Pro X, man, it's great.
I've
And
heard
every
of Logic.
time, yeah, and every time you get an update, they give you new plugins. Now, there
For
is,
free, I'm guessing.
oh, absolutely. It's
Okay.
one-time payment, no subscription, one-time payment. You cannot beat that price because most music software out there, like Avid Pro Tools, is just, I would not recommend it to you. It's
Okay.
subscription based. The plugins are they're very mediocre. They're very overpriced for what you get. Real
Okay. I
talk.
might look into that because that sounds like.
Yeah, Logic Pro X. How do you capture your sound on your drums? What kind of mics do you use? Tell us about that. And if you'd like to show off your gear, go for it.
Okay. I got to see what this is called. This one is called a Pro 4 drum mic packer. And let me see if I can turn my camera around. Yeah, I can. And that's what it looks like, one of these, huh?
Okay.
And this is my drum set. Got Zildjians, Sabians, cymbals, and then Evans, a Remo, and then Pasties. And then those are my studio headphones, and this is what I use to listen, and then I record off the iPhone, or I just plug in my interface and use my Apple laptop and record.
Did you know that, I don't know if some Apple phones can do this. You can actually hook up your interface directly to your phone.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I always hook it up. Well, I think a laptop is better to record than a phone.
Oh, absolutely. But
So that's why I do that. But I don't know how to do the phone, but I know how to do the laptop.
You need one of these, but it's smaller and it's like called like a camera USB thing. It didn't work on my phone, but it might work on yours. It's worth a shot. And then
I've heard of one of those. So I think they sell them on Amazon or anywhere. I think they're like 30, $40
Best
or something.
Best Buy, Amazon, any basic electronic store retailer sells this because it's a very popular item by Apple right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do is just right there, and then just record and try to master it. And then I got Apple laptop, so it shares it to SoundCloud and Apple Music automatically.
Oh, okay.
And then I could just send all these emails through my mail to their emails and let them, like today, I got a thing from, I forgot what their name was, but my drums is getting played on 300 radio stations. I want to say today, but I'm not sure. But I got the email and they said, your music is great. We're playing it on 300 radio stations. So I'm like, thank you.
Wow, that's pretty great. Congratulations.
Yeah, I love it, but I think it's just internet radio, but I'll take it. I prefer FM stations, but I'll take it.
The thing that people are not going to tell you about the radio industry is the future is internet radio.
Okay, then
it is.
This is a good sign.
Then. It is. You are ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Just like streaming is the future of entertainment for like movie replacement. It's all about streaming now, right? Streaming music, performers are streaming on Twitch and stuff like that. Here, this is the future of entertainment. We're just ahead of the curve, if you will.
Okay. See, I have a Twitch account because I have an Xbox, so I do Twitch. I record games. So.
Oh, all right.
Because I'm also a live streamer too. I like to live stream games and try to make money and all that. So I'm a drummer / live streamer. So
talk about that a little bit. That's interesting. Go into it, please.
Well, I have a Twitch account. If you guys want to add me, Drummerboy2234. And how I do this, I just have a one of these things, a selfie stick. So I hook my phone up right here, and it just points at the TV, and I just record it off my phone, and people can view. And if I get so many viewers, I get money for it. So I can stream anything on my PlayStation, Xbox, anything. And my Xbox has a Twitch. It can automatically stream on the Xbox. I got a PlayStation camera that automatically streams on any game I want for the PlayStation. That's Drummerboy2234 if you guys want to add me on PlayStation. But yeah, that's all I do is just live stream. Like yesterday, I live streamed Rocket League, and I got about 10, 20 people watching me. So I'm like, okay, cool.
What's that game like? You know, I've heard things about it. I've never tried it though.
It's a free game on any console, and you're a car and you hit a soccer ball into a net.
Okay.
But it's pretty, I like it. And then I live stream like Fortnite, Apex Legends, just Call of Duty, any games.
Okay. All right. All right. That's great.
But yeah, I got a Twitch, a YouTube account. I think it's Drummerboy2234, my YouTube thing. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody wants to add me. That's me on PlayStation and Xbox, Twitch, and my Xbox name and PlayStation.
All right. Would you like to give us a taste of one of your drum tracks? Just to hear what it sounds like?
This is Nick King, and I'm covering a song by the All American Rejects called Swing Swing.
So what is the best advice you have been given in your life on this earth so far?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a stubborn guy, so I don't really listen that well. But my whole family is like, "You need to listen. You're gonna get yourself in trouble, Nick." I don't listen well. I hate listening, but that's just me. But they
Wow.
keep telling me over and over, "Listen, listen. You're gonna get yourself in trouble, Nick. Come on." I just want to say,
you got
leave
to be
me
careful,
alone.
man.
I said I'm a grown adult.
Yeah, yeah. Understandable.
But
Understandable.
yeah, that's probably the advice I've heard all my life. Grow up. Well, my whole family doesn't want me to do drumming either. They think, "Oh, it's just a hobby. You ain't gonna get nowhere, or nothing." So I'm like,
Yeah, no, don't listen to them.
"Oh yeah, that's my
They're
whole
haters,
family
man.
pretty much." My mom's the only one that supports her. Everybody else is just like,
That's
"Don't
generally
they
how it
do
is.
that?"
That's the messed up thing about doing this kind of stuff. People are like, oh, it's just a hobby. And then they hear you doing it.
Oh
They're
yeah.
like, wow, you should do this as a career. It's like,
Well,
that's what
I've
I'm working
noticed
on.
this too. People don't want to see nobody do good. They always want to see you fail so they can just talk about you. So,
It's jealousy. It's
oh
jealousy.
yeah,
That's where it comes from. It's about jealousy. It's about, I don't want you to one up me, blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
But you should encourage your kids to shoot for the stars, if you will. You
oh
should
yeah,
encourage it. It's good for them.
yeah. But I don't pay attention to my family. I'm just like, I love what I do. God gave me this talent. I'm going to do whatever He gave me.
Amen, brother. Amen. That's right. And you're good too. I've heard you drum.
Oh yeah.
You're really awesome.
I don't think I've had anybody telling me that I suck. I mean, I've had a couple haters when I was at Crossover, but you're going to get that when you're in a band. It's like you said, jealousy. I've had
Trolls.
people laugh at me. I've heard people get mad at me.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, I'm used to it. I mean, there's
You
always
learn
gonna
to
be
laugh it
haters.
off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because if you say anything, then they could screenshot it or they can record it and they
Mm-hmm.
can put your name out there and give you a bad name.
Mm-hmm.
Then your name is downhill or something.
Ruin everything you've worked for. That's very right. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
You don't want that. You want to put your best self forward because that's
Yep.
truly the best way to do things.
Yep.
Real talk. All right, Nick. Well, this has been a fun interview. Thank you again for your time. And we'll definitely chat more. And if you want to do
Yeah.
a second interview, you're more than welcome.